right, everybody, we are hopping into the new Kai Goku, the new LR Carnival Kai Goku, whatever you want to call them. I'm probably going to refer to him here on out as LR AGL Carnival Goku. We've got STR Carnival Goku, AGL Carnival Goku, and Tech Carnival Goku. So we'll just refer to them as their typings for as long as I can do that. So we're hopping into the Broly Red Zone stage here. Pretty decent opening rotation. I'm going to go ahead and leave it like this. We're going to float off the friend. And by decent rotation, I mean terrible, actually. I mean, like, awful rotation. But we will make do. I don't really care if I super with Krillin, but we'll go ahead and grab one anyway. If you guys missed out on my breakdown and initial 200% leader skill showcase for this guy, be sure to go check that out. We break down this character's kit, his details, how I built him, everything like that. So if you're looking for all of that information, go check out that video. Right here, this is the start of the World Tour. If you're new to these, I just start taking the character through basically all the Red Zone stages, and eventually I plan to start taking him through some of the stages of the Shadow Dragon event, but we are still waiting on the Sin stage to drop at the time of recording this, so that's the stage I'd really want to show him in, and that stage is not out yet, so we are waiting for that. So we're going to get some good hits in here. Looks like we got, what, was that already 5 hits? Like, doesn't he get defense on the 5th hit? Let me remind myself what this guy does. Alright, what do we want to do here? Probably leave... Let's do this. Let's make sure... Yeah, let's do this. Goku... Like, this Tech Goku's not going to take this guy out. We can do this right here. That'll get him a stack, and then this guy can just grab those 5 rainbow orbs. Alright, let me pull up the Goku, because he got defense there at the end. So does that mean he took 5 hits? Yeah, so he's already taken 5 hits. So next turn, we should be looking pretty good because we've already got that extra 59% defense built up. That is very good. So we have all 5 of his ki built up. We have a lot of his crit chance. We should have a 45% chance to crit now. That is pretty good. Let's see. Let me know if you guys summoned for this Goku, or if you are saving for Worldwide, or Kale, or Super Saiyan 4 Goku in like November, December. Heroes. Let me know what your plans are right now with your stones. You know me. I like to summon a lot, so no rest for the weary, right? And I am very weary, but we are done summoning. We have Goku and Gohan both rainbowed. I decided to go ahead and do Gohan, and I put him up as my friend leader because of the. But I decided to go ahead and rainbow Gohan. 1, because I was only 2 copies away, and then 2, because like I could not find any rainbow friend Gohans on the friends list. So I figured it'd be nice of me to go ahead and rainbow him. This isn't great because we're gonna waste this Goku's like 1 turn of guard, and we're actually gonna float him as well. Eventually, I plan to get, like, these 2 as a rotation, or at least that was the goal. We will see if that happens. So Goku here is at 621k defense. We're going to get another stack here, and we're just going to keep moving through the event. So Goku is looking pretty good. I kind of wish we had taken out Broly last turn, but alas, he survived with a tiny little bit of HP here. I am really happy with this Goku and Gohan. I think they are primed to be like the best Part 2 banner units, or well, like Part 2 LRs I think that we've ever had, like for any celebration ever. I cannot think of a time where we've had like better Part 2 units come out that are just gonna like have a ton of longevity, a ton of usability, and are just overall fantastic units that are super easy to use. And again, for me, I think the longevity thing is what is really going to stand out with these guys. A lot of the Part 2 units in the past, they would come out, they'd have their like moment in the sun, or maybe they'd just kind of be like, oh, maybe they could be good in X situation, and then X situation never arrives. Like, I'm trying to think of a good one, like, even Goku, Trunks, and Pan, right? Like, they kind of came out and it was like, they did some flashy attack stats, But, you know, like, Dragon Ball Seekers was never really, like, a crazy team. And then by the time they got their EZA, I think they really undertuned their EZA, and they're kind of meant to be used on Pan's team and, like, with Pan. And they just didn't make Pan strong enough, so, like, that unit's just never had, like, its time in the sun. Baby has been okay throughout his life cycle. He just got his EZA, and he's actually really good right now. But he was never really, like, outstanding. He just, like, he played some pivotal roles in some stages. Like, every once in a while, he'd be nice for a Super Battle Road stage or a like, mission, just because he's on so many categories. He has such a good link set. The 5th anniversary Rose, there was some discussion whenever he first came out that maybe he was actually, like, the best unit in the game at the time, which, I mean, maybe you could argue it, because, you know, it was tough, right? So 765k for Goku is pretty good. This should be his last turn with the intro buff up, by the way, so keep in mind, after this turn, we will no longer have that up. So his defense is going to dip down just a little bit next turn. But in LR Rose, he was like, okay, like, he definitely did big numbers, but it was always like, oh man, if we get, like, a really good support Goku Black next to him one day, he's going to be crazy. And we're still waiting for that day, you know? It's like, by the time we got, like, a decent support Goku Black, he had already, like, really aged out, so... The Broly trio is a big gimmick unit. They've never really had a role. They've just been like their entire lifespan, they've just been a gimmick unit. Like, let's call it like it is. And then 6th year anniversary was the MVP 17, and then MVP 17 and Frieza. It was like the Team Universe 7 and then like 17 and Frieza. That's what they were. The 17 and Frieza was kind of doo-doo butter on release. They never really were very great. They kind of have a shoddy design. Now, they do have a kit, though, that, like, on EZA could end up being really good, because it's got a lot of damage reduction and it's kind of defensive-based. And kits like that usually tend to do better on EZA, so we will see. But that 17, again, like, that 17 kind of just did flashy numbers, but he never did anything, like, truly crazy, so... Part of me wants to, like, leave this guy on rotation, but we will do this. Again, last turn with the intro buff up here. So we still have the guard. Let's grab that. But yeah, I mean, those... I remember the initial showcase whenever that 17 came out. Everyone was looking at his damage going like, "Whoa!" But again, he never really had a partner. Reps of Universe 7 kind of fell off really hard. And like, the core of Reps of Universe 7 at the time was very Saiyan based. You know, with UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Int UI Goku's EZA, and then physical UI Goku. It was just very Saiyan based. So running him on there, it's like they did share Tournament of Power, sure, but it's like he kind of just wanted to be next to like the LR Golden, or like LR Goku and Frieza type, like the joined forces, Infighter, shocking speed. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's like a 5-link combo that a lot of Tournament of Power units have. He kind of wanted to be on a team like that, and that's just that's not what he got. So let's do this. This will give us some nice healing. What's my Goku at? 740k defense is not terrible. Keep in mind we do not have guard anymore. It doesn't matter what this guy does. We're not gonna get, like, we're not gonna make it to him. And then 7th anniversary was the Kaioken Goku and Grade 8 Vegeta, and honestly they weren't like good at all whenever they came out. Like, Goku was kind of flashy. He could put up some numbers. Grade 8 Vegeta just has terrible design, and both of those units, it's like you want to fight against Goku and Vegeta units with them. And, like, there's no hard Goku and Vegeta bosses in the game. So, like, I don't know what they were thinking. Those units definitely probably had the quickest lifespan of, like, they fell off a cliff immediately. It's like, they never even, like, climbed to the top of a mountain to fall off a cliff is how bad that was. Alright, we should be fine here. Did we proc a heal, or did we just get that much healing? I don't remember, if we just healed up that much. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these. That'll give us some nice orbs. What's the friend up here? The friend is at 79%, by the way. I can go ahead and show their build. What do they do? I don't like this build. Definitely, like, I understand not everybody wants to go full dodge on characters. I get that, right? I like it. I think it works out great. You know, in this fight, it's not super helpful, but yeah, I don't think crit is what you want to go on this guy at all. And, like, this silver skill orb, like, he's, like, I guess trying to boost the super attack damage because he's giving, like, an attack orb here and an attack orb here, but, like, this is not great. But anyway, like, the reason you don't want to go crit here, like, this guy has 11 crit on them. Well, if we look right here, he builds up 9% crit chance with each attack received, up to 59% on that, like, middle line there. You guys see that? Like, why would you give this guy crit when he's already got 59% chance to crit? Why would you give him more crit? That doesn't make any sense. Give him additional. Like, if you're not going to go full dodge, I get it, okay? I understand. Give him additional. Like, that way, you know, he's doing more supers and more crits. Like, well, huh? You know, the way this guy has it built, it's like, okay, he's going to do 1 super and crit. But if you give him additionals, then it's like you can do 2 supers and 2 crits. Like, or even like a super and then a normal that are both crits. Like, I don't get it. Somebody make it make sense to me. But I think dodge is the way to go, and it really helps out if you go full dodge for the. So if you're new around here, you haven't kept up much with JP Dokkan. On JP Dokkan, the new hardest fight in the game just dropped. It's Omega Shinron in the Birth of the Shadow Dragons event. They added an 8th stage to that event. It is Omega Shinron, like I said. And in the first phase, that guy attacks a lot. It's like about as much as the Metal Cooler Core, or close to it, it feels like it. And you cannot dodge in his first phase, but you can in his second 2 phases. So he has 3 phases total. First phase cancels dodge, the second and third phases do not. So what that means is that you can really get this guy, like your characters built up in the first phase, like that need to get hit, and then by the time the second and third phases roll around, you can end up dodging those big super attacks, so it ends up working out well. Again, let's just do this. We'll keep mine in slot 1, 857k defense, and we're just going to keep stacking up. We are not a care in the world here. We got the 2 Carnival Gokus next to each other. They do okay. I guess my one complaint with this Goku, if I had to, like, pick one, it would be that he has, like, Z fighters instead of prepared for battle. If this guy had prepared for battle instead of Z fighters, I think he would just be perfect. Like, just the perfect unit. Luckily, he does build up a lot of ki, and a lot of other characters build up a lot of ki these days, but it would just help out so much if instead of Z fighters, he had prepared for battle. Because, like, look at Z fighters. I talk about this in my breakdown, but, like, this is just not a good roster of characters for the most part, so that's definitely the one thing I would change about him. Alright, let's hope that Goku is guarding and/or... Well, now we win. Okay. Or at least we haven't won yet, but we beat the AoE phase because we get this Dokkan attack off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty slow this time. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this Goku other than he's really good. We're doing a 10.8 million attack stat here. Just an overall really solid unit. We are running his team. I'm going to try to do different teams for all of these showcases for at least this guy. Gohan, I'm going to be limited because he only has 2 200% teams. But for Goku, I'm going to try to get a mix of his multiple 200% teams in here, just because I think a lot of the value that this guy has is his versatility. You know, he's a unit that you can just put on several teams, and he can perform really well. So I kind of want to highlight that. Whereas Gohan, we're pretty much just going to be running his team and maybe LR Beast Gohans. That's pretty much our only 2 options there. I mean, that literally is his only 2 200% right now on global. I think it's just in general that's his only 2 200% as well. So we're just very limited with him. So, you know, I'll try to go back and forth a little bit with Gohan. But yeah, for Goku, how many 200% leads does Goku have? He has himself and then 4 others right now on global. So he's got a total of 5 200% leads. So we'll try to get all of those shown off in his videos. The only thing bad about that is I would have to run Yamcha and Bardock, and I really don't like running Yamcha and Bardock in their teams. I don't find those teams very fun. So, you know, we'll try it, but like the moment things go south, I get rid of Yamcha and Bardock, and we don't run their teams anymore, and we just switch to like Goku's team or something. But you know, that is nice. It's like he's got 5 total 200% leaders, including himself, and then he's on just a bunch of teams. You know, that's the other nice thing about just like typical Saiyan units. It's like he's on Turtle School, Pure Saiyans, Goku Family, Bond of Friendship, Full Power, Power of Wishes, Earthbred Fighters, Bond of Parent-Child, Kamehameha, and Final Trump Card. Just overall, really solid list of teams there. All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and use my Goku's active skill. We got a good number of links active here. We are at 1 million defense. Now, this active skill is going to give us guaranteed crits for the turn. Let's go ahead and play it. Nice. It's definitely not the most damage in the world, right? Like, there are definitely characters that do a lot more damage on their active skill. But, you know, it's nice. It's just some free damage, and then the important thing is that it does give us guaranteed crits for the turn. So if Broly decides to super us in this, like, we're gonna do guaranteed crits on our super attacks, but also if Broly tries to super attack us, we do have that 50% beam super counter. And if we do counter, it will be a guaranteed crit as well. And just another reason not to give this guy, like, any crit. I gave mine 3. 3 crit is all mine has, and which will be just fine, considering he builds up basically a 60% chance to crit in his passive. I think we will survive. And then right here we do guaranteed crits on this turn. All right, we're probably not going to get supered again on this turn. I think this Broly has like a 3 or 4 attack cooldown, so I don't think he's going to do enough attacks to try to attack AGL Goku. All right, 12 million guaranteed crit right here. We got like, what, 4 or 5 links active. Pretty good. Let's see if we get the additional. We do. There we go. The training went well. Yeah, thank you, Goku. All right, punch him up. Get Broly out of here. Again, this guy doesn't really do the most damage ever. He just does a lot. Like, he tanks pretty well for 6 turns, and then after that, you know, he can get up to a nice defensive level that you're not going to have to worry about him against normals, which is why I also give him the dodge build. It's like, you know, you may have to worry about him against supers after his guard wears off, but you're never going to have to worry about the guy against normals. We're going to play, well, we're just going to skip this. We're just going to do that. There we go. Nice. There we go. Alright, so that is, you know, AGL Carnival. I mean, we just walked in here. I mean, this is a clean sweep, right? You would have thought I was just doing, like, quest mode or something walking in here. This was not difficult at all. I'm going to go ahead and throw Goku to the wolves here. He hasn't had a chance to build up at all. But, you know, I'm throwing that tech Goku. Oh, he's guarding, so yeah, we're fine. But, he hasn't gotten to do anything this entire video. I figured I would give him a chance to just show off a little bit here. So I'll let him get the KO. Oh, one more. No, normal. Additional super. No, normal again. All right. Well, that's fine. We're gonna block this. No. All right. That's fine. You can eat this, buddy. I mean, that's okay. I was trying to give you a chance to show off here, and you did not. But that's okay. We're gonna get the KO probably. We might get it with the Spirit Bomb Goku at the end. It depends on what God Goku does. I'm not sure. If he doesn't crit, are we how much damage will he do? Okay, well, he crit, it doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. That is AGL Carnival Goku against Broly. Pretty effortless. I mean, like, we're bringing characters in here that are all pretty modern, so it's like I didn't expect any issues, and we didn't have any issues, so pretty good. You know, Turtle School is a pretty good team. You can see here, it's like, you know, we brought the 5 Gokus and a Krillin, and we did really well. So, or 6 Gokus and a Krillin, and then a friend. 5 and a Krillin and a friend. You know, but you guys get the point. But anyway, yeah, pretty flawless, effortless run here. No item. You know, it's like, I figure if I can get this done, no item with all rainbow units, you guys can somehow get this done with items and non-rainbowed units. But, you know, let me know if that's not the case. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you all next time.